So my name is Yasin. I'm South African. I'm 26. And I decided to start this YouTube channel where I share a little bit of my thoughts, my life experiences, tell a lot of stories, anecdotes, and just hopefully people can resonate with it. It can make sense to people. And we can try and connect. People can share their inputs in the comment section. You can like, subscribe, you know how it goes with a YouTube channel. But anyway, the title of this video I wanted to make it is Growing Up, because it's a turning point for me in my life at 26. Especially this whole starting a YouTube channel. I mean, the thought was in my head for years, bro. Years. From I was like in high school, and I always thought that maybe I could add some value to this video, or just make content that's kind of interesting and engaging for people. And I really love these YouTube channels where it's kind of like a podcast, but it's one person just talking. And I got the YouTube Premium, so I just listen to it in the background like a podcast, but it doesn't feel like a podcast. Podcasts now feel so corporate and so planned out and structured. It's kind of boring in a sense. But yeah, bro, this is called growing up now. Growing up is deciding that if you want to do certain things with your life, you have to start doing it, because if you keep having this mindset of what if one day, someday, nothing's going to happen, and you're going to wake up one day at 40 with a bunch of regrets. You're going to look at your family and you're going to think like, yo, shit, things could have went so differently if I tried my dreams or followed my dreams. Don't get me wrong, I do want to have a family, but I want to be at a point in my life where I've done the things that I found interesting. I've done the things that I wanted to do with my life. So when I have a family, I don't feel like I had to write off a certain part of myself, of my life, of my dream or my vision. I can fully be locked in the moment. And it's another thing also about growing up, is about learning to live within the moment, not thinking about next week, next month, next year. What if this happens, when this happens, when I'm done studying, when I got my degree, when I get the next job. It's about realizing that, bruh, life is freaking short. Life is also kind of bland and a bit stressful and hectic, but life is also fun, amazing, and great if you're going to allow yourself to make experiences and learn and grow. But by doing things with your life, by stepping outside of your comfort zone, by stepping outside of home and actually seeing what the world has to offer, it can be freaking great for your mental well-being and your mindset. Like, I for one am the type of person, I like moving around. I like trying new things. So when I was studying, I went to study in a whole different province. I've been moving around a lot. Even my high school and primary school, I moved around between a whole lot of different schools, different areas. We moved around a lot. And then I found myself also, when it came to university time, jumping between Johannesburg, Port Elizabeth, taking trips all around, meeting new people, experiencing new things, expanding my mind, trying to think as much out the box as possible. But all well and good with it. There is some negatives that come with trying to be too open-minded. It's like sometimes you think so out of the box that you're so far away from the box that nothing even makes sense anymore. So it's great to have some type of grounding to keep yourself in reality, keep yourself flowing with everything. But don't be shy to try things, to experience things, because the last thing you want to do, like I say, is wake up at 40 one day with a bunch of regrets that, oh, I've never tried half of everything. The thing is, we want to be happy. And for a long time, also, I was a very unhappy person. Well, not so unhappy, more discontent. But it comes from having dreams with no realistic plan of achieving those dreams, so you just feel like kind of trapped in a mundane life and you're dreaming bigger than your reality. But all dreams are accomplishable if we're going to put in the effort. And my thing with growing up is, the internet kind of lies to you, man, where it tells you that you can accomplish things with little effort. You can do like a short course. You can achieve results in like a month or 3 months, when everything that is valuable requires time and effort. Nothing just happens overnight. And yeah, man, growing up is also realizing that instant gratification is kind of detrimental to your overall well-being, your overall success in life. You need to be able to lock in, have a plan, you're doing something, and stick with that something till it brings you value, or for as long as it seems like there's value in your life. But it also comes with knowing the balance between it. Like, for example, now I'm working a job in retail. I'm a manager. It's a good job. It's a cushy job. But it's freaking exhausting, bruv. I work like 10 hours a day. There's continuous chaos. Things are falling apart around me on a day-to-day. And just recently, I stepped back mentally and realized, like, bruv, this is not my business. This is not really my problems. I can find another job. I got this job. I can definitely get another job. There's no need for me to stick in a sinking ship. It's not my ship, first of all. Like, I've gained a lot of valuable experience from that job, but also I gained something that nothing ever was able to teach me, which is self-respect, bruv. Like, I had to look at myself and see, I'm killing myself for someone else's business, someone else's dream. And I come home at night and I don't have the time to pursue my own dreams. So I'm here every day killing myself for someone else's dream while my dream is falling behind. And if I keep procrastinating resignation, I'm going to be stuck in this loop. And every time the 24th hits, I get paid, I get a little happy and shit. And then the day after, I'm back at work and I'm like, shit, why am I at this place still? Nothing about this is fulfilling or bringing any joy. So yeah, I'm gonna go on a 4-month trip overseas, experience the world and everything now in July. But I'm grateful for my job and the people I worked with, but it's really an eye-opener to see that we got this whole thing of work-life mixed up, bro. Like, if you working for your job and your job's not working for you, then what's really the point? Because I was thinking about it, like, yeah, if I resign, they're gonna find someone eventually. But when I resign, they're gonna feel that knock. And that's the thing that we forget, that we think that we need jobs, but jobs also need us to a certain degree. They need employees, and they need employees that know what the hell they're doing. But if there's no value coming from it, bro, what are you killing yourself for? Well, now that I've spoken about this, I decided maybe growing up is not the real title for this job. It's like resign now and be a bum. But anyway, I do have a plan. I'm going to be studying again next year. I want to do something in tech. Well, not something in tech. I know exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to be doing a BSc Informatics. There's programming. There's a little bit of computer science and a lot of like other business management modules. You learn how technology interacts with business and people, and how we can make use of it and understand it. And I think that's the ideal thing for me, because it allows a lot of room for remote work. And as much as I enjoy people and connecting with people, I don't really have to work that much with people. And that would be ideal, because the one thing when we work with people at work, you realize everyone is on a different level of understanding, and a different level of effort, and a different level of values. And it's very difficult to kind of merge and bring everyone together towards a common goal. Like, I've never seen myself as a leader. I actually really despise leadership and authority. Like, I can work well within a company. Like, just give me my task and give me my thing to do. But I really don't enjoy leading people. There's too many factors and too many things that I don't really care about. For me, it's more about the outcome than it is about the process, which I'm really trying to change that mindset. I really want to enjoy the process in the day-to-day of things, but when it comes to work in it, I'm really concerned more of the end goal, the outcome. I don't really care how you get there. But now when you're managing people, you have to kind of like be over their shoulder, and you got to kind of follow up continuously on what they're doing, how they're doing it, why they're doing it that way. And to me, it's like very pointless procedures, but you know, all these procedures come from higher up, so we just have to follow with them. We just have to make other people's lives miserable instead of letting them work the way they want to work. Well, yeah, this thing is sounding kind of bleak for a growing up titled video, eh? But yeah, man, growing up made me realize that true value in life comes from delayed gratification, not instant gratification. Because every time I've chased instant gratification, I always ended up with regrets, or things always went south. But whenever I put my head down, locked in, had a long-term goal that I was working to and pursued it, it seems really boring in the first few months because you don't really see results. Everything seems intangible and really out there, man. Like, you're never really going to get it in. Like, you're wasting your time, but when you wait like 6 months into a year and then you reflect back and you look back on things and you're like, damn, I've come a long way. And it really does wonders for your self-confidence, for your outlook on yourself, your life, and the way you're able to handle things and deal with things. And yeah, part of growing up is realizing that anxiety is some bullshit that you can just leave behind one day. But the only way to really leave anxiety behind is by doing things with your life. I think anxiety springs from being a bit inexperienced, because when you're inexperienced and you already have that negative mindset that you should be scared of stuff, everything's going to kind of freak you out and you're never going to feel like you're getting good at stuff because you're not reflecting, you're just focused on the discomfort of doing things. But when you grow up and you realize like you need to change your mindset a bit and just be more in the moment and don't hold yourself back from doing things, saying things, and being the way you want to be, you come to realize that there's nothing wrong with being the way you want to be. There's nothing wrong with voicing your opinions. There's nothing wrong with trying and failing. And you become more comfortable in whatever you do. Like the anxiety kind of disappears. I mean, we all still kind of do have our random social anxieties that pop up, our random other anxieties, fears, worries. But it's part of life. But when it becomes a bit pathological or you start swinging more to the extreme side where it starts negatively affecting your life, I think the important thing is to step back, breathe, and do things. Like the more you experience, the more you're going to get used to doing things, the less anxious you're going to feel when you are doing something. If you really feel anxious talking to people, go talk to more people, bro. You're going to suck at it. You're going to be really shitty in the start. But it's going to get better over time. That's my 2 cents. It goes with everything you do. Like when I started this job, I was very anxious. I was also on my best behavior because I felt like I didn't know what I was doing. Actually, didn't know some of the stuff I was doing. And you learn, you get better with it. And then within like a month, I'm like really confident on this job. And then within 2 months, it got boring. And within 3 months, it got soul crushing. And then here I am, looking for a new path in life. But it's the important thing also with growing up is to know when to cut your losses. Be no strings attached. Do what's going to benefit your life, not what you think people need from you. Because at the end of the day, it's your life, bro. You're going to wake up, like I say, one day at 40. You're either going to have regrets or you're going to be grateful for the life you had, the experience you had, the good and the bad. Because, bro, I had years, like a decade worth of bad decisions, terrible experiences, and a lot of mistakes, as well as also good shit with it. But I think I've learned more from when things went south. I think it grew me more. It showed me how to act, how to be. And yeah, man, being human is so fucking fun because sometimes you be depressed, sometimes you be happy. It goes like ups and downs, my bro. And that's just about it with life. It's what do you want to focus on? You want to focus on the things that's going to make you miserable and depressed, or you going to want to go search out and seek out what's going to make you feel alive? And the only thing that's really going to make you feel alive is experiences. I'm not saying go skydiving and bungee jumping and go do rails of cocaine, bruh. No, man. Just get out of the house, get off your ass, go do something, go talk to someone, go try a new restaurant, go eat something, go for a hike. I love hiking. Go for a drive. Be like me, go park in a parking lot at 8 o'clock at night and record a YouTube video. Yeah, with that, I don't really feel comfortable recording a video in my room at home around my family. I think they're going to look at me funny. So I figured I can be most comfortable in my car. And there's like a little shopping mall just opposite where I live. It's a really nice looking place. So yeah, this is going to become my new podcasting area. But yeah, bro. I don't know if I'm ever going to get international listeners or is this going to stay local or if I'm even going to get any listeners to this thing. But it will be really fun if I do and we can see where this thing goes, because I feel like with the internet we kind of like a global culture at this point where we kind of like pick and choose from international cultures, depends on what our feed looks like. So it will be interesting to see like the comment section, what people resonate with stuff I'm saying from different countries. But I feel like within this video, I haven't like spoken much in depth. It's very surface level. But I guess it's also my first time recording a video. So the more I talk, the more I do this, probably, the more comfortable I feel. I also think that maybe I should have like some direction when I do a video. I should think first, like, here's the 5 topics I want to talk about, and I can go in depth, hit them one by one. But I want this to feel casual, like I'm having a conversation with myself, because that's also the thing I do. I talk a lot to myself. It helps me keep sane. Helps me structure my thoughts. But I want to start journaling, and I want to start doing a lot of beneficial shit. I was doing it before I started this job, but bruv, working 10 hours a day at a shitty job really does drain you. I used to run every morning. I used to eat healthy. I used to gym every night. And I used to do a lot more with my life. But a job can just come around, give you money, but take away your soul, my bro. And I'm on this thing of building my life up to where I don't really need to rely on a job. But I need capital, so the only way to get there is to first do a job for a while. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. Bye bye.